Okay, so I'm gonna start recording from the preparation phase. We're gonna be playing my game. I mean, it's just me on my own today. Oop. Yeah, everything working. Okay, so first we're gonna start with preparation. We're gonna distinguish guilty and innocent cards. We're gonna play for 6 players. So in everyone's envelope, we're gonna have 1 guilty and 1 innocent card. Except for the alpha roll, because alpha roll will always have 2 innocent cards in the envelope. So we're gonna put some grid characters. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 3 of them. Let's have a thief. Let's have Froster, and let's have. Thinking of Gunster. Why not? 1 killer roll. We're gonna go sniper because it's a little bit more complex. It's gonna show the full complexity of the game. We're gonna have the Incitement or Tracer. I think Tracer is a little bit more complex for this one. And then I would say it's gonna be Identity Thief for the C character. Right, so alpha roll 2 innocent cards, the rest only guilty and innocent. Putting them all in envelopes. So then we can shuffle without seeing the cards. Half of them done. And the last one, I believe, envelope spare. So we've got our envelopes ready. Now we need to prepare the station. So each player will receive a lovely treasury. And each treasury is going to contain 3 coins at the beginning of the game. 3, 3, and 3. And we're gonna close them very nicely, very kindly. Fabulous. Everyone's gonna receive 1 of each action cards. So we're gonna have 6 and 6 again and 6. And we're gonna get hiding and accusing the last. And I don't know where I put hiding cards. There we go. 6 of them, and also following the feedback forms I've done before. For each player I've got cheating cards. Let's say 3 of players are new, so they will be looking at the cheating cards. We've got Sniper roll in envelope, so we're gonna proceed and put those tokens under the special box, which is basically hairspray cup. Very innovative. Each player will also receive an exposure card, so the players can see if they can kill them during the night phase. As it's landing here, I'm also gonna shuffle and choose 3 random upgrade cards, which players can, auction, have an auction, buy 1. And we're gonna have 3, 1. The rest of the rolls will not be used. The rest of the boxes will go here as well. We've got 2 space envelopes, and we're gonna prepare the stations then. This is gonna go here. It's not gonna get used either. And so, action cards. just making sure that everything is visible on the camera. 6, just like this. We're gonna have 6 envelopes. Lovely. We've got ourselves an interloper, which I will need to lock in a second, because he's gonna be playing with this little thing. You want to get involved so much, huh? I'm gonna be watching him actually. And coins and sabotage tokens as well. In separate spots, so nobody mixes them. This needs to stay here though. Just like this. And exposure tokens as well. We've got innocent cards, innocent exposure cards here, 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 and here. Alright guys, forgive me a second. Relax interrupting. And he's back. Here, here, and here. And just like that. And few players are new, so we need to give them some cheating cards. This one is new and this one is new, let's say. Fabulous, and the game is ready to be started. And so everyone in secret chooses one envelope which will belong to them, yeah, in secret, so nobody knows actually the roll card. And for each player it is presented as in here. Everyone looks what they've got in the box, all the roll cards. And evidence cards, not gonna differ too much unless the character is an alpha roll. Roll instance cards. And what we always have to make sure of is putting the innocence cards on the top. So with each player, in secret, they make sure this one is on the top, only here, and available to pick by any player. Same as here, here, because we've got more space. That's innocent on the top. Innocent on the top. That's a guilty one on the top. No, actually, innocent, 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 innocent. Fabulous. We're ready to start. So the first phase always starts with the knight. So it doesn't matter which player starts the game, their turn order doesn't inflict the game. So player number 1 is going to start, and we look at the actions. We can sabotage, we can do the roll action. In this player's case, the roll action is gain exposure token in exchange for 2 coins. At the beginning of the game it's a little bit risky, that's why we're gonna try to just sabotage a player. So what I forgot to do actually, every player needs to get 5 sabotage tokens in that sweet pile in front of us. More of them, and more. Here we reach 5 on each pile, and last 5. You're gonna get on the covered side, on the covered side, each. Cool. And so this player has no other choice because he cannot kill, he cannot inspect any other player, nobody's got upgrades, he can't hide evidence only because he's not hiding because it's just the first phase. So everyone more things to forget about is placing one coin from the treasury in front of him. Could be sabotaged or not. One coin in front of each player that can be replaced with a token, which basically means 0 coins, a sabotage token. So that's exactly what this player will do. Ryan doesn't like Natalie too much, so he's gonna replace one of his sabotage tokens, the coin token, not looking at it at any time. Because other players could sabotage this token as well, and we can't know this information. It's stays in secret. Next person is an identity thief. And so what can they do is swap the identity a little bit later in the game rather than exposing themselves and the evidence card, unless they're unhappy with this role, but for this moment they want to keep it. So what they're gonna do is sabotage again. So they're gonna grab one sabotage token and replace it with this one, not knowing if this is sabotaged already. Next person is a traitor. They don't have any special ability at night, then they only win if any other player achieves the victory condition. So they've got very passive role, they just need to stay in a hidden position so no other player can detect they're a traitor. Again, you're gonna sabotage actually player which already has been sabotaged, but they're not gonna know this because the coin token is not checked during the night phase. Next person is a sniper. They don't have any intel about anyone, so what they can do is either shoot the character they're suspecting about, so just clearly 16%, or they can ask sabotage any other person. We're gonna go for this one. Player number 5 is a thief, and in a matter of fact it's for the best advantage to start collecting coins ASAP. So they're gonna take one coin and very quietly put them in the treasury. That's also is the of the game. You want to do all the actions a little bit quiet. And so they end the turn by swapping the evidence card. So the guilty one is gonna land on the top. And for the last player, they've got the Froster role. So they can choose one player and swap the top evidence card with any of the other players, instead of swapping the evidence cards on the top after performing an action. If the card they swapped into is innocent, they're gonna get a coin. So it's very likely for the fraudster at the first round to get an innocent person. So they're gonna decide to swap innocent cards with this one, and both are innocent. So fraudster successfully gambled and gained 1 coin. After the night phase finishes, everyone in secret checks the coin token if it has been sabotaged. For this player, no. This one has been sabotaged but needs to put the token anyways in the treasury so other players are not aware of the financial situation. That's very important. Everyone also needs to start with checking the roll card again. It can't happen during the night phase, so no checks can occur for evidence cards, for coin that can be sabotaged, or roll cards. Roll card is only checked at the beginning of the game, so before even the night phase starts, because it could be swapped by the identity thief, so we don't know whether it was swapped during our turn or before our turn or after our turn during the night. We just follow the role that has been given to us at the beginning. So everyone checks the roll cards, evidence cards, because some roles are capable of swapping them, and if everyone's happy they can start a discussion. And for example, this player could hear someone taking or putting the coin during the turn. They think they had someone putting coin here or any other token, so they can suspect this player of being a sniper. Any other players share discussion, they can lie about having sabotaged already during the game, or doing nothing specific, just sabotaging other players. They can ask who specifically did you sabotage, and then those players can confirm if they have been sabotaged or not. But obviously everyone is lying at some point, and they can turn against each other. So then in secret everyone chooses one action to perform. So in secret everyone gets a wine card to choose in secret. We're gonna install defenses as well in secret, obviously that is. And the last person is gonna go for the smooth as well. And at the same time everyone flips the action card, seeing what we do. So everyone that decided to gain resources obviously is eligible to put 1 coin to the treasury. And those action cards are resolved. Then we get into the auction phase. So install defenses. Those 2 players will start with betting amount of coins they can afford from the treasury to buy a random upgrade. Random from those 3, and they'll be able to choose one of those 3 upgrades. So this player hasn't been sabotaged, they have 4 coins. This player has been sabotaged, so there are 4 tokens, but actually 3 of them are coins, so this player has got 3 coins. So this player is not very sure about putting more than 2 coins into auction, so he's gonna say 2 by showing the fingers. While the other player thinks a little bit more confidently, and he hasn't got really anything to lose, while he's a gangster, so he starts risking a little bit later in the game. He wants to get the upgrade card, so he's safe for now, so he's gonna bet 3 coins to buy a security card. So both players show fingers and intention at the same time, 3 and 2. So this player can pay 3 of their coins to the treasury to install a security system, and they've got quite a choices. They've got immunity to sabotage attacks at night, they've got ambush, so whoever decides to follow this player, the action is completely counted and they have to put an exposure token, which is very big deal in the treasury. In CCTV, every time this player is targeted during the night phase, they need to show their face, so they need to tap this player after attacking them and show their roll card. In that case, the great character is more about collecting money, so they're thinking about securing the sabotage action. So their secret upgrade is going to be strong walls, and it's going to be put on the top of the treasury, so every time player interacts with them will need to resolve this action first. And those 2 actions are resolved, this player goes with empty hand because they couldn't buy an upgrade. Only the highest price wins at each time. Now we've got the least action, which is the follow. So this player was suspicious about this player doing something. So what they can do while they follow the player, if they were not hiding, which is the case in this case, they can pick at the top evidence card of this player. And they pick in secret, it is indeed guilty. So this player did something bad during the night, and this player has this information. They can lie about it or share it with any other players, which is completely up to them. After this, everyone again puts 1 coin from the treasury in front of them to be sabotaged or left without any issues. And the night phase starts. So the gangster starts thinking, okay, I need to start collecting my money. So I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna take 2 coins from the treasury, put it here, and I need to draw an exposure token as well. Next player is going to perform an identity action. So they actually thinking, okay, they followed this person instead. They're gonna try to sneak the roll around just to mess things a little bit. And they are gonna check their new role, which is sniper. Very risky swap. This person is not an identity thief, this person is a sniper. And they need to swap their evidence cards. The guilty one goes on the top because they performed the special role action. Now we're gonna continue to the traitor, which is only eligible to do the sabotage. This person is protected by upgrade, so nobody should be touching this person until it's absolutely necessary. They'll be avoiding because something bad can be waiting for them over here, or the action just can count it. So what they do instead, they'll sabotage this player, not checking the coin obviously, and swapping one of the sabotage tokens with the coin at the bottom. Next person, this one still thinks he is a sniper because he's not allowed to check the roll card during the game. So what I'm thinking, okay, this person was guilty. They performed a special ability, and what other case would it be if it wasn't a thief or identity thief? So it's more likely an identity thief. They're looking for the token for identity thief. It takes their time, and they try to snipe this person, putting the sniped ability and putting a guilty card at the top of the pile. A lot of special abilities going on this night. Check the time, all good. And we're gonna have player number 5. A thief just wants to continue doing his thing because he already has quite a few coins. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not sabotaged one. So they want to go for another 2 coins. They're close to victory condition, which is getting 10 coins at the end of the day phase. So they're encouraged to continue doing so. And checking the evidence cards, always swapping with the guilty one. It's the only time they're eligible to do that. Only while swapping the guilty card on the top. And we're gonna have the last player, which is a Proster, which still wants to go for swap evidence just because it's beneficial, getting them an extra coin every night. So they're gonna think this player was a little bit quiet, maybe they're innocent. And they're innocent. So 2 innocence cards, and they're gonna take 1 coin for treasury for guessing correctly. And every player asks, well, I'm gonna check the coins. If they've been sabotaged, no matter of the outcome, they're gonna be placed back in the treasury. Everyone checks for the roll card. If it hasn't been swapped, the evidence cards at the end, and those 2 players will have a different identity from here. This player will be surprised to find he's an identity thief at this point, so he knows. Just a second. No. Yes, so those 2 players are gonna have different identities, and gameplay is gonna look a little bit differently. Strategy. This player knows now somebody is guilty because they swapped the evidence cards, so they can start looking for that player, trying to look suspiciously. And this player, everyone also checks their treasury if they don't have any suspicious tokens. This player can claim somebody put an exposure token in their treasury. Now they didn't do it themselves, obviously, for reasons, so they're not the gangster character. And because of it, they need to put an exposure card face up. So they're now eligible to be killed during the night phase. Very dangerous move that was, but they didn't want to finish with 1 coin, they just started working on their victory condition, and they've got an upgrade which discourages other players to actually affect them. And this person finds a sniper token in a treasure which actually corresponds to the roll card. So I put the wrong one. I was supposed to put the robber. So this one. This player was suspecting about the robber, not identity. And so the robber is this person roll card. All this person says, they're gonna inform everyone they've been shot to death. Their roll card has been actually guessed correctly. So they're out of the game. They don't show the token, so they don't show what role they were shot for. And then just they don't continue, they're dead from this point. So there are 5 players left. Everyone's discussing this player obviously is gonna be suspicious for someone, so he's gonna try to follow someone or maybe even accuse about being an identity thief. Other players have a little less idea, and this player is an exposed, so he's definitely gonna try to start hiding this turn, which other players can use to follow this player. So this player definitely going for a hide action, just to protect himself during the night phase of not being killed and clear evidence. Other players are thinking, okay, so I've got identity swap, so I'll play a little bit less risky. I'm gonna hide as well this time. The traitor, we actually think, well, other players are gonna be probably a little bit more suspicious about what happened, so I'm gonna use this moment to install defenses, like maybe I'll get away with paying for it 1 coin. And the identity thief, the new identity thief, is gonna try to follow or accuse something. He's gonna start thinking, okay, who could be the identity thief? And we're gonna put an accusation card in front of him. And everyone is going to reveal the card. So this one is obviously hiding. This one is hiding as well. Oh, I forgot about this player. This player is just gonna gain resources because he wants to get rich as soon as possible, because gonna continue working on his target, so he's gonna go gain resources. And this one is actually going to accuse. Well, this one tries to buy an upgrade. Obviously he's the only person trying to buy upgrades, so he's gonna suggest 1 coin to pay for an upgrade. And he's gonna choose from those 2. He's gonna try to ambush, because for traitor characters it is especially dangerous to be followed while they're hiding, because then if they check the roll card and it appears as alpha character, then they basically are out of the game. So that's why they want to try to counter this follow action as much as possible. And getting onto it, this player will just get 1 coin from the treasury, getting back with it. And those 2 players are hiding, so accusation cannot go through, because the player can be only accused if somebody's not hiding. This player would think that somebody would just play a little bit riskier, and unfortunately it didn't pay off. So those players are hiding. This card stays in front of them because they cannot be targeted during their night action. And night action again occurs. Those players don't even have to put the coin in front of them to sabotage. This one has 1 coin left and an upgrade card waiting for the players. This person has 2 coins left as well, placing sabotage. This player is dead, and this one plays a valid coin, not a sabotage token, in front of them. So this player is hiding. They can get rid of the exposure cards immediately, and they are innocent once again. Not hiding, sorry, they're still hiding till the end of the night phase, so they can't be targeted. This person didn't have an exposure token on, but they were guilty for the actions, so they're innocent again. And this again makes other players think, why did they choose to hide? Were they guilty earlier? So what did they do? So they were guilty. Especially important for the sniper character, which can then accuse again when they try something suspicious. So that's what Sniper gonna do next time, because they're thinking, why was this player hiding? What did they do? Coming back, this person, well, they don't have any special abilities, so what they can do is sabotage one player again. And this person was gaining resources earlier. He hasn't got any active upgrades, so it is good for them to lose 1 coin, I guess. And this person is an identity thief, and they're thinking, well, maybe I should shuffle around, because this person knows exactly the person, the role of this person. They know their identity thief, so they want to get rid of this as soon as possible, and they're gonna try to cheat a little bit and swap their role with the dead player, see what they've got. And their thief could be beneficial, but this player hasn't got a lot of coins already, so it's gonna take a long time to rebuild into the winning condition, and the evidence cards obviously needs to be on guilty from there. And the last player, they're gonna start working on building that coin, I guess, coin intake. They're gonna try to find one player which appears as innocent. In their opinion, well, those 2 players are hiding, so they cannot choose them, so it's one of those that can be chosen for being innocent. And what they think is this person is innocent, probably. They check the card and it's actually guilty. It's a horrible decision, because now they can be accused during the court phase without any issues. And everyone is at the end checking for the coin. It has been sabotaged, and almost everyone finds it, that it's fine. Not this player. So this player has now 1 sabotage tokens. So I put the wrong one. 1 sabotage token. And everyone opens their eyes and finds, this player finds he's innocent for some reason. So somebody was playing a fraudster and played a risky game, and they're now guilty. This person finds they're still a sniper, they're innocent, they were hiding, nothing specifically changed. This person, nothing changed. This person has a new role, they're now a thief. While this player knows somebody was naughty during the night phase, and they've got the bad card. So this player for sure is gonna try to accuse this player which was hiding earlier. This one had the reason, because they've got exposure token. This had absolutely no reason to be wasting 2 for hiding. So they're even an alpha role or identity thief after they swapped, so they're gonna try to accuse. This player not suspecting anything, as they're playing as a sniper role now. They're gonna try to follow someone just to gain more information about somebody's role. Maybe they're hiding, just to snipe them during the night phase. This person is gonna chill out, basically. They've got an upgrade, nothing for them to do. They're waiting for any other player to reach the winning condition, so they're gonna raid, gain resources. And this player will decide to probably gain more resources. They need to start collecting as many coins as possible. While this player, they play as a gangster, so they already risk a little bit. They're just gonna chill out probably as well, gain resources, boring turn. Everyone reveals their action. And those 3 players decided to gain a coin. So we're just gonna grant them 1 coin each. Going. Alright, but then this player decided to follow someone. There's no specific person they want to follow, but then they're thinking, what, they're accusing me. So they're gonna choose to follow this person just to see the evidence card, and it shows innocent, so they were wrong about it. Now this player is accusing, and they're accusing this person. So this person can either choose to accept the accusation and try to make them double guess, or they can not accept and bait them into thinking they've got an innocent card, which they do. So they don't accept the accusation, they want them to have some proof. This person doesn't believe they're innocent because they're a sniper character, they probably wanted to do something suspicious last time, and they're in a matter of fact innocent. So what this person has to do is pay 1 coin for the treasury because of a false accusation, and the turn ends. Northern Night action, so everyone is gonna put 1 coin in front of them. Everyone's ready. One coin taken, and this character is gonna try to risk again to gain 2 coins for an exposure token. So they're gonna swap to the guilty card, get 1 score and 2 coins in the treasury, just like this. Fabulous. And we're gonna proceed into the sniper character. Sniper character is going to think, why were they accusing me? So they were early an identity thief, and they're gonna check their coins because they're not a sniper character, and they're gonna see the thief roll is now actually missing suspiciously. So the only chance this player was killed was if they were a robber earlier, which could be again stolen by the identity thief. So they can either choose to guess for identity thief for this person because they couldn't necessarily swap, or to choose a robber character. So what they're gonna do, oh, they can't choose for a robber character because it was already used. So they're gonna actually not do anything to this sniper, stay safe. Probably this character is now a robber, so what they're gonna do is sabotage them. So swap 1 of the sabotaged coins into this one, and the turn continues. This person is just gonna be calm game, sabotaging any other player. It's gonna be probably this one because they gain a lot of resources. They're just gonna keep targeting this one person. And this person is a robber, so they're gonna try to get this coins going. Guilty, 2 coins pop. And Froster is just gonna keep risking because they're guilty now. So they were thinking this person is definitely innocent because they want the accusation phase. So there's gonna be a no swap for innocent card, obviously, naturally, and they're gonna gain 1 coin to the treasury. Everyone gets their coins back. This person discovers a skull token in the treasury, surprisingly, exposure token, and it's 2nd time in a row. Everyone is going to think, why the hell do they have 2 exposure tokens in a treasury? They must be a gangster. So it was a very risky move, very unnecessary. Everyone else checks, and this player is surprised to see a guilty card this time on their side. Anyone else's state doesn't really change too much. And this one discovers he's been sabotaged again. He's got a couple of sabotage tokens already, but on the other hand, he's got 6 coins, so he's away from victory. But players must also remember, one of the players is a traitor, so they need to fight the traitor before they can actually start thinking of winning. This person knows this person is now guilty. This person knows they're guilty, so they're gonna try to actually hide so they don't get accused for something, because Froster could easily backfire at them. So what they're gonna do, you're gonna hide, definitely hide. This time, this player wants to follow them just to eliminate them from the game. This one is not really aware of anything, but they want to hide just so they can avoid being killed. This person definitely thinks this person is a gangster, so they're gonna follow them while they're hiding, trying to heal themselves. And this person doesn't necessarily suspect anyone. They've got false accusation and the winning condition is to gain coins, so they're gonna gain resources this time just to fall into their winning condition. This player follows and immediately chooses this player to show them the evidence card top of one to all players. It is guilty, and because of the nature of follow and hide interaction, because of discovering it, this player gets eliminated from the game, so they're not taking part anymore. And this player also, not this one, this also decides to follow the player, which is this one. Player was hiding, so they check the evidence card because it's quite suspicious. They've got exposure card on the top. They're guilty and they're also out of the game. We've got a killing strike on this turn. So those players are out. We've got 3 players left in the game. And where am I? So many sabotage tokens. They're supposed to be here. Oh no, they're supposed to be stuck together. And so this player just gains 1 coin for the treasury. Everyone's surprised there are only 3 players left, and they start to think. The alpha character is supposed to have 2 innocence cards, so they're very most likely still in the game. So who's going to be a traitor? This person was actually doing a lot of coin gain throughout the game, or this person who was just basically getting upgrades, getting coins, just not very much interactive during the game. Everyone gets 1 coin again. And night starts with this alpha brawl just casually swapping the sabotage token. They're gonna go for the same person as they gain a lot of coins. Then we've got the thief. They're quite desperate to find the traitor, but they can't really do anything else but trying to proceed with the winning condition and kill them during the day phase, and they're guilty 1 more time. And the Froster is gonna try to actually determine whose player is innocent. They suspect innocent or guilty. They suspect this player will be a little bit more innocent because they suspect him of being a role alpha, and they guessed again they're innocent. It's quite suspicious that they've got innocent card at this point of the game, and traitor is probably still in the game. They gain 1 coin, but probably gain some information as well. Everyone checks for the sabotage coin. And the turn continues as normal. The traitor starts thinking, well, it's only 3 in a game, but maybe they're just gonna start thinking that traitor has been already killed during any of the turn. So what they're gonna do instead, they're gonna try to accuse someone, so they're either last one alive, they're not so quiet during the game, so other players don't suspect him of being a traitor. This player, on the other hand, is a thief, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins at the moment, which is not a lot. They're gonna gain resources, they're gonna try to rush it, or the second choice they have is, so they try to find who's the traitor. So they're not gonna follow the player who's already got an upgrade. They're gonna try to follow the player that hasn't got an upgrade but could be a traitor as well. For them it's a 50-50 situation. And this player is quite sure that this player is a traitor. They're gonna think like, do I want to follow them or do I want to accuse them? Probably accuse them, but their upgrade cards could be saying something like a lawyer, which could be a problem, but I'm gonna still bet on accusation phase. And so everyone reveals their cards, accusation, accusation, not this one, end game, and follow. So, players who are accused cannot accuse each other. That's the only issue. So they can only accuse this player of any role. And problem with this player is, oh, I didn't swap the card. Oh, they're both innocent. So he's got an easy situation. He can just reject both the accusations. This one is going to follow one of the players, which is gonna happen at the first time. They are more suspicious of this player being a traitor, so they're gonna do is follow this player and check for the evidence cards, which says innocent. So now they're suspicious this one is actually an alpha character. So this action ends, and those players will only accuse this player of any other role. So this player accuses them, but the player rejects the accusation because they're actually innocent. They don't believe him, so they actually show their innocent cards. The player has to pay 1 coin to the treasury for the false accusation. And this player just rejects the accusation because they know they're innocent, so the turn continues as normal. Everyone puts 1 coin from the treasury. If you put sabotage 1, yeah, can do that. Well, this player has got a lot of sabotage tokens. And this player 1 as well. Alpha character continues to sabotage. This time he's gonna go with this one and swap. Thief is gonna continue stealing. He's got 2 innocent cards, so he's got nothing to lose, so 2 coins for him. And the Froster is gonna try to swap again. This time, knowing this one is innocent, he's gonna swap those innocent cards. And he's got 1 coin, he's got it correctly. Everyone follows back, checking for the coin. Going back, and the game is going to probably continue for the favor of the traitor, only because they're protected from the follow action while they're hiding. So the other player gets cancelled and gets an exposure token, which will eventually happen. And other players will start targeting each other, but not really going anywhere because those 2 players will stay innocent. This one swapping their old cards, traitor being protected by just basically any other thing because they stay innocent. They cannot be accused. They are they're protected by the follow action. So probably one player is going to get an exposure token at some point, random point. Other player is gonna kill them, and then the traitor will be the only one safe, trying to accuse for their last roll. Moving very forward with the game, and yeah, that's about it.